Well. It has been a minute, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a hot minute since I have been live on this channel. It's been a hot minute since I have been as consistent as I should be. But you already know what happens, outside of YouTube and everything else of that nature. Things happen. What is going on? Everybody, welcome to the stream. For those of you that are watching this at a later date, welcome to the channel. Ryan the Professional, as always, back again with another stream. It's people's jumping up in here already. What's up, Jay Snow? What's going on? What's up, Crosshairs? That's a new face going on. Oh boy. How are we gonna go about this one? How are we gonna go about this particular one? Well, it's gonna be short, sweet, and to the point. Next generation consoles. Next gen, people. Next gen. The new hot topic. The new topic everybody wants to cling on to. Nobody wants to talk about the current games that's on the market. Nobody wants to talk about the studios that Microsoft bought, right? Nobody wants to talk about these things. We want to talk about CPUs. We want to talk about GPUs. We want to talk about expensive RAM and expensive processors that are no way, shape, or form are going to make their way into these consoles. But a lot of people want to put a lot of, resources and hyping up this particular, topic. A lot of people want to talk about these things every day. You got people that literally want to dedicate their channels to just hyping up these damn consoles now because it's the new trend, right? I look at it like this, okay? Did we or did we not just get a new console? Didn't we just get the Xbox One X, ladies and gentlemen? Didn't we? Didn't the Xbox One X just drop? I'm pretty sure it just did. Pretty sure it dropped already. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure a few other things dropped. And yet we're talking about a new console. What's up, Chili Duck? What's going on? I don't understand the logic behind people. I really do not understand the logic. I don't understand the logic. I really do not. It's so bad. It's crazy. What is the point of hyping up next-gen consoles? What's the point? What's the point? I see one side clinging on it for dear life for the sake of bragging rights. I see the other side talking about games. I see another person on the other side or another particular, soldier or whatever in this group, right? Nintendo, pretty much. I see Nintendo talking about games. They're not really talking about next gen. Sony, they're not even talking about next gen. They hint it, sure, but they're not talking about it. They're talking about games. Sony's about to drop Spider-Man. Spider-Man's about to drop in September. Microsoft's about to drop Gears of War 5. And nobody wants to talk about Gears of War. What's up, Reclaimer? Nobody wants to talk about Gears of War, though. Nobody's talking about the new Forza. Nope. Ain't nobody talking about these things. We're talking about brand spanking new consoles. What are we going to see? This is why I don't understand. I don't understand this at all going into next gen. I just don't. This is the reason why a lot of you have been questioning me, right? You guys have been asking, Ron, how come you're not so excited? Why are you not as excited as everybody else? Everybody's dedicating a lot of time, right? They're putting videos out. How come you're not putting those videos out there or you're not talking about it in the same way? I'll tell you why I'm not talking about it in the same way. It's because if you think about it, we were already doing this a few months ago with the Xbox One X, were we not? We were doing this with Project Scorpio. We were throwing out a bunch of random things, a lot of random, possibilities on what the processor could be. We had no confirmation whatsoever, aside from the fact that it was going to be 6 teraflops. Remember that? That was all the information we had for Project Scorpio. And then you saw some of the most absurd things be said about the Project Scorpio at the time. People said it was going to have a Ryzen CPU, which was too expensive at the time when it was first introduced or first announced. Right? Remember that? All these ridiculous, claims, these ridiculous things that were said about it. And you look at that, right? You look at all that, you really think, what exactly? What exactly are we gonna hype up now? What's it to talk about? I don't see nothing being changed with Microsoft. It's still the same thing. We're still in square one with Microsoft. Granted, they got some new studios, which I'm happy for. I'm happy that they got some new studios, but they showed the studios, and the studios didn't show nothing for us. They didn't show us anything. The only thing they had to show from these new studios is the fact that they already had games that's already been released previously. For example, what was it? Hellblade. Hellblade was already released prior to them buying them, right? You had the other games, such as what's that game called? For fucking that zombie game. But you know what I'm saying? There was nothing out there. And so when you go from these particular things into next gen, there's nothing really to cling on to. There's nothing to hype up. Dudes want to hype up all this other stuff. Why? Why are we hyping up this stuff? Who cares? And no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that because of a certain purchase that I made. Nope. Not saying that. I'm just saying I'm being optimistic here. I'm being real here. Next generation will fail us if we continue to go down this trend where we got to overhype everything. I'm pretty sure. Now, it's not going to happen yet. It's not happening now because the consoles are not, really like top priority right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not. They're not that hyped in terms of the popularity, in terms of being hyped up yet. Just not yet. But wait till they get there. You're going to have people come out saying just outlandish stuff. I'm pretty damn sure somebody might come out of left field and say something crazy like the damn PS5 will have an i7 8700K in there. Or damn, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. People just cling on to the silliest stuff and overhype stuff they don't know what they're talking about. Can we for once just simmer those expectations? Can we just for once be excited for the hardware and just wait for the hardware to drop? Can we just do that? Can we please do that in 2018? That's all I ask. In 2018 going into 2019, can we just be excited? Can we be excited for new hardware? Do we really have to sit here and overhype everything? You got Michael Pachter. Michael Pachter, this dude's credibility streams from different categories. For example, there are sometimes Michael Pachter can be credible. There are sometimes he could be the dumbest specimen on the planet. People are clinging on to what Michael Pachter said about the new Xbox launching before the PlayStation 5. What's up, Sick Humor? But people are clinging on to that sort of thing. It's stupid. It's stupid. Everything about this console war, and everything about this generation going into next gen has really fallen flat on its face. It is so bad, it ain't even funny no more. It's so bad. Hey, Sick, you want to hear? Let me know, man. I see an invite. But it's gotten so bad where people just don't understand it. They don't understand where they're going with this. Microsoft has done what the Xbox brand is. What have they done with this Xbox? What have they done? They started off talking about TV integration. They started off talking about, oh, we're going to be the ones who control your living room, right? That was what they were aiming for, controlling your living room, right? Only they didn't even go what the games were. They went with full features. So how are you going to control my living room when you're just showing off features? They just announced that they got Dolby Vision on the Xbox One. Let me repeat that. Dolby Vision is coming to the Xbox One and Xbox One X. What does that do for the experience of Xbox? What does that do for the Xbox experience? What does that do for the games? Nothing. They already admitted that it's only for Netflix. So why are they doing this? All this effort being put into features that you can get on your smartphone. All this effort being put into features that you can play on your PC, and really better at the same time. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff is pointless. It's like, what else do you have to offer? And that's the problem here. Every single week, it seems like it's the same thing. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. You know what I'm saying? It never changes. We're always in the same shape. Always in the same shape. And some people might not like it. Some people might not agree with it. It's fine, right? Some people ain't got to agree with it. I don't really care if they agree or not. But that's just the reality of the situation here. things have gotten so bad to where nobody looks at this console generation for what it truly was. This console generation should be about fun. Everybody should be having fun, enjoying themselves, yes? But it doesn't seem like nobody wants to do that no more. Everybody just wants to pick a side as if they're part of a gang, right? Pick a damn gang. Hey, what side you on? I rep PlayStation. Okay, I rep Xbox. You know what I'm saying? It's stupid. Nobody wants to speak gaming no more. Nobody. 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 It's stupid. What's up, Nike? What's going on? Shut up, man. Work. Hey, I feel you, man. I got work tomorrow, man. Got work tomorrow. Fuck new hardware, building new hardware. I enjoy my PC. Hey, I don't blame you. Speaking of PC, I had to do a few things on mine, but we got that situated. But it's crazy, man. It really is. It's crazy. Nobody's talking about games. Nobody's talking about the future of just these companies. Nobody wants to talk about Amy Hennig and her possibility of coming back to Naughty Dog. Nobody wants to talk about that. You notice how nobody's touching on that. I only saw one person make a video about that. One person not following. That's Foxy Games UK. The rest of these people didn't even acknowledge it. It's like, really? So we want to talk about Xbox, but we want to talk about Amy Hennig and her possibly coming back to Naughty Dog and giving us more games. Or her possibly getting her own team and making her a legit Star Wars game after being crowdfunded. You know what I'm saying? No, that's news right there. Nobody wants to talk on these things. Nah. Of course not. Of course not. Games are overrated during the summer. Oh, God. Well, I mean, I guess you can say the whole console's overrated then. That's what the console's for, is it not? Games? What's up, Wraith? What's going on? But it's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. Let's all call this generation of pop. You know, that's true. You got a point there. So many people taking a bullet for these companies. When somebody does something stupid, they got a white knight with a video. For example, when Nintendo, yes, even though this is something I know what Nintendo was going for. I get it. I know I can think outside the box, people. I'm just saying, when they did this, it was at the worst possible time that they came out with this. Nintendo Labo at the time when they dropped it, especially when people were asking for a fix with that whole voice chat thing with Jig, you know, nobody wanted to use that voice chat app. Back when Nintendo first brought the Nintendo Labo out on the scene, nobody got their answers for the voice chat integration. Everybody wanted proper voice chat with the Switch. Nobody liked the app. Nobody liked that, right? Nobody liked that. But Nintendo ignored you and gave you cardboard. Trust me, I understand what Nintendo was doing. I understand. Nintendo's going for, you know, high profit by spending less. And that's exactly what they were doing. They were spending less to get high profit. But again, at that time, it was stupid. It was stupid to do that when you don't even have the basic things, you know what I'm saying, set. But hey, that's what Nintendo was doing. What's up, Fatal? But it's crazy. It really is crazy going into 2019. 2019, I just see nothing. I don't see nothing changing in 2019. And I definitely don't see nothing changing when I see a PS5 you know, banner or I see a new Xbox banner. I don't see nothing changing. This community has gone so backwards. It ain't even funny. Everybody has gone backwards instead of forwards. Everybody wants to talk about the same thing. Ain't nobody talking about the future. Ain't nobody talking about games. Nobody. Nope. See, when somebody brings games into an argument half the time, they damage control. Like, well, I mean, I play my old game. Like, what? I ain't asked you to play your old games. I just asked what games you play on the Xbox, right? Nobody can answer me that. If I ask a PlayStation dude that, don't answer like 5 of them off the top. If I ask a PC dude, they'll answer like 40 off the top. Just saying. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. This generation, man. Oh, this generation. You got to love this generation. It is by far the funniest in the history of generations. It's the funniest generation. And some people might look at it, right, and go, well, Ron, it ain't going, you know, not much ain't going to change next gen. And I agree. Not much is going to change next gen. Not much at all. You're still going to have the same arguments. You're going to have the same damage control. If Microsoft miraculously gets the lead next generation, which would be a miracle, Sony will have to screw up. But hey, let's say Sony does mess up and Microsoft gets the deals again. You're going to see the narrative flip. You're going to see them going from saying, well, I don't care about first party games and I don't care about all that. I care about third party. That's all that matters, right? You're going to see them flip flop from that to first party. You're going to see that. It's so stupid. It really is stupid. It's like everybody's programmed. Every gen, everybody is programmed to say something, as opposed to just being upfront and being real with yourself. Do you like Xbox? Okay, you like Xbox. Say it how it is. Move on. I like PlayStation. I'm on PlayStation and I'm on PC. I move on. Can anybody else move on? No. No, we got to bring back the same arguments every single show. And speaking of shows, excuse me for the RGD podcast, I just had to fix the rig. I had to fix a few problems with the rig. What's up, Forte? What's going on, family? But I had to fix the rig, so that's why I haven't been doing the podcast and whatnot. So excuse me for that. But I've been tuning in the podcast as well. A few podcasts. A lot of people didn't think I don't watch, but I've been tuning in a few of these podcasts. And all I hear is the same thing, the same song and dance. Same song and dance. Nothing new. Nothing new, man. Every time I hear Project Scarlet, I just cringe. It goes back to what we did with the Xbox One X. It really does. And the whole information with Michael Pachter saying that it's going to launch before the PS5, hey, who cares? Does nothing. Does nothing for the situation. Does nothing for the experience. It doesn't change anything. If it does launch before the PS5, odds are it was rushed, for one. And if it does do well, it does well. Who cares? Can we go back to talking about the games now? Can we stop acting like PC dudes? For a lot of dudes who claim PC gaming is expensive and all that, it's funny how these dudes are so quick to spend $500, another $600 or whatever every year for, it seems like, for another iteration of these consoles. Ain't that a little ironic, people? They claim PC gaming is expensive, but they're quick to spend X amount of dollars on an upgrade. You look at the Xbox One X, $500. $500 for what? What did you get? Oh, well, Ryan, they got the 1080p thing fixed. So you mean you spend $500 to get 1080p? Oh, well, Ryan, they could do 60 frames here and there. You spend $500 for not even a consistent 60 frames? Right? See what I'm saying? All this stupid stuff. If you really care about the experience, if you really want that high-end experience, it's time for you to chill and go to PC. You're not going to get that full high-end experience on consoles. Those days are gone. And no pun intended. I'm not referring to days gone, but I'm just saying those days are gone. Shout out to Sick Humor, $2. Hit that like button, folks. Yeah, definitely hit the like button. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. But those days are gone, people. Those days are most certainly gone. You're not going to get anything fixed next generation with the attitudes and the way we're going about it. People, now granted, you notice that I can lose subs if I can talk about stuff that we need to talk about. For example, I had grown-ass men attack me on Twitter because I would rather talk about you guys fighting for free PSN and free Xbox Live as opposed to fighting for crossplay. I had grown-ass men come at me to my son. Oh, you're just a sellout. You're only selling that because you're bought by Sony. I'm like, what? Sony has not paid a damn dime for anything in this house. Sony has not sent me a goddamn thing. Everything on this channel I have worked for and I built. Start off with nickels and work my way up to dollars, so to speak. But I have built and paid for myself. Ain't nobody paying, like Sony ain't paying nobody. But you got people who would rather talk about this whole crossplay stupid stuff versus you arguing for free PSN and free Xbox Live. What's the point of that? Are we... What are we, hypocrites now? Are we not gamers? You know what I'm saying? Are we? What's going on here? What has happened? What has happened? I'm confused. I'm just as confused as you guys. What has happened this gen? What happened to last generation? Did we just erase last generation completely? Last gen, we were talking about games after games after games after games after games last gen. Yeah, we were talking about sales as well, but we were talking about games last gen. We weren't damage control and shit from these companies. If a company fucked up, they got the boot. We gave them that work. They got that smoke, so to speak, last gen. Did they not? This gen, every time a developer do something stupid, like for example, Adam Orff with the hashtag deal with it. Oh, well, he's a Microsoft exec. He only said that because he's higher up. You guys need to chill, right? You know what I'm saying? What is going on with people? What has happened to everybody? What has happened to the community? What has happened to it? People treated this gaming community the way it should not be treated. Nobody wants to talk about games. Nobody. Excuse me. If I want to talk about a PS5 for, I don't know, until the damn thing comes out from this day forward, right? Going into its launch, you know what that would make me look like? And a lot of people don't understand it, but you know what that makes me look like? A cheerleader. It really does. I'm promoting something that doesn't even exist yet. You might as well put PS5. You might as well tattoo PS5 on my damn tricep here and have me walk around with it. That's basically what's going on here. What's up, Jay Fonz? What's going on, my family? What's going on? But seriously, you might as well just tattoo that on the tricep and walk around, go outside and see it. I don't get it. I don't understand that. I don't. And to add on to this crossplay thing that the grown men were attacking me over, right? I was on PC. I got some gameplay I'm going to post on this channel from me playing on PC. I was playing Rocket League. Let me tell you something. And I don't want to trigger nobody when I say this, but someone who, especially if you guys follow me, you know what I'm saying? If you guys are adding me on PSN, you know I play a lot of certain games. I play Rocket League a lot. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of work into that. I play that. I'm a Rocketeer pretty much. I play that all the time with friends. I like to play that with subs too. I just chill. I relax, when I'm home. Obviously, I'm going to be on Spider-Man in September, but still, I chill when I'm on PlayStation, right? Playing Rocket League on PlayStation and then jumped on the PC version of Rocket League. And let me tell you something. It's crazy that I'm saying this, but the game, it just felt so much more relaxed. Everything is just so much more calm, just soothing. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed myself. When I tell you I had a better experience on the PC, I had a better experience on the PC. Better. It ran better. It performed better. And just the responsiveness was there. Not to mention, I don't know if the fact that they have dedicated servers on the PC side, I don't know. They got some explaining to do, but I ain't experienced no lag neither. But I was just saying, just throwing it out there. So when you throw in those accolades, I mean, I just had a better experience on PC. Much better experience. And you know what's funny too, and what seemed to go when I was on PC versus me playing on the PlayStation or an Xbox, it seemed like when I was on PC, that console war bullshit disappeared as well. Ain't nobody talking about no damn PS5, no new Xbox on PC. Everybody's talking about games. And that's kind of where this community needs to go back to. Talking about games. Talking about games. Nobody needs to be talking about a brand new Xbox. No one needs to be talking about brand new fucking CPUs for consoles. Nobody needs to be hyping up the fact that you saw Andrew House or a damn Shuhei Yoshida at an AMD, office. Who cares? Who cares? Wait for them to start talking about it, then you talk about it. Because God knows, and God has already seen it or seen what happened with the Xbox One X. AKA the Project Scorpio, when people overhyped it. Everybody knows what happened. Everybody knows what happened. And it's the truth. It's the God honest truth. That's what killed the Xbox One X. It wasn't just the lack of games and the focus. Oh no. It was overhyping that console. That's what killed that. It's the reason why nobody wanted to talk about that console no more. Yes, I saw the Twitter. Yeah, I saw what happened with Black Bond. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I know. Sweating because PC go. Oh God, here we go. PS5's gonna be PC irrelevant. Not from what I experienced, Con. Not from what I experienced. But seriously, man, it's a late stream. I kind of owed you guys a stream. I owe you guys several streams. I had to get things fixed on the rig. Ran into some problems when I was running the new beast. So from what I've experienced, I have not run into another error. So everything is fine. So with that being said, I should be back. We should be back on track in terms of the RGD podcast. Again, for everybody who was, kind of waiting and kind of been left out, sorry. You know what I'm saying? I had to get everything fixed. Channel-wise, I haven't been able to upload because I had to fix this as well. But you already know how that is, people. You already know how it is, man. It's that PC life, and that is just how things go. Everything's fixed. We're good to go. And we're going to do what we usually do here on YouTube.com. But I seriously want everybody to chill. I want everybody to go back to talking about what matters, and that's games. Makes no sense that everybody's talking about new consoles. Computers. Tinker. Yeah, true. Hate that, man. I hate that. That was annoying. That really was annoying. But ironically, I'm not even going to say what was the problem because it's the most embarrassing thing, but I found the problem. And that's it. That's it, man. Oh, actually, matter of fact, might extend a little bit. Hey, Carlos, you want in here? Let me know, man. Get your ass in here. But this shit, man. This shit is crazy. But even there's no need, people still do it. Yeah, I know. I understand. But let's be real here. What would you rather have? Okay, before I even get to closing the show, what would you guys rather have? A PlayStation 5, right? That actually performs and actually runs as advertised and actually gives you what you truly want in the process, right? Or would you want something overhyped that you know damn well you're not going to get? And the reason why I said overhyped and you know what you're not going to get, look at Crackdown 3 with the cloud power and everything. Notice how they overhyped the cloud. Everything. The cloud was overhyped, people. The cloud was thrown out there left and right. The cloud did nothing. The cloud just disappeared. You know what I'm saying? YouTubers, but we got to hype up new content. Yeah, true. There's a lot of YouTubers doing it. Hold on, but let me just save that. But I mean, the list goes on, and it's just embarrassing. It really is embarrassing. It's like, if we're going to talk about this, if we're going to talk about that, then can you at least help a brother out, right? And fix your arguments involving this. That's all I want. But sorry, that's my phone. But it's crazy. It really is crazy. Oh shit. Hold on. But yeah. All right, put this here. And paste. Okay. All right, so I don't understand that, man. I don't understand that. They dropping another one was being dropped, man. Another console being talked about. Another console being dropped before the PlayStation 5. Oh God. Oh God, this gen, man. This gen's crazy. Oh, only on this generation. Only this generation. Only this gen. Only this gen, my brothers. Only this gen. Nope, nobody wants to talk about anything else. It's kind of embarrassing. It really is embarrassing. Oh God. Oh God. Where do we go with next gen? Do you guys know? Because I sure enough don't know. I don't know where we're going to go next gen. They're drawing, I'm sorry, drawing games. Every console has made my head dry up. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame anybody at the end of the day, man. People tend to take responsibility for stuff they shouldn't be taking responsibility for. It's Microsoft, man. Microsoft is their own company. Microsoft is their own voice. They're their own person. So Microsoft should be, you know what I'm saying? What they should do. But hey, that's how they do it. That's how they doing it, man. Nobody wants to talk about anything else, though. All I know is I'm happy a few things has been done. And I ain't got to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about next gen. I might touch on next gen if I need to, right? You know what I'm saying? I'll touch on the videos, whatever's important. I'll touch on them. But as far as this trend everybody's trying to get into, where they like dedicate every ounce of their time to hyping up these new consoles, it's stupid. It's dumb. It's pointless. If you're going to hype up new hardware, then it's just time. Why don't you just invest into real hardware? Go for a real upgrade. Go to a PC. Go to PC. I highly doubt mid-gen refresh consoles are going to end next gen or this generation. This generation has started a trend, and a lot of people have not noticed that. This generation, with the PlayStation 4 and the PS4 Pro being the first ever mid-gen refresh, and the Xbox One X supposedly being a mid-gen refresh, even though they overhyped that. With those consoles being the first ever in the history of, consoles to be refreshed just to prolong console life, this is not going to be the end. You know what I'm saying? This is not going to be the end of this generation when it comes to PCs. With consoles, following that, okay, we're going to have 2 this gen that are going to prolong it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to be like that. This ain't going to be the last time. What's up, man, whatever. But this ain't going to be the end. This is not going to be the end. It's going to continue, and it's going to get worse. Before it gets any better, it's going to get worse. Before it gets better. It's down that, it's gotten that bad. Absolutely that bad. Oh, man. I have nothing. I don't know what to say. Man. Oh, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. And some of you might ask me who watched this, at a later time, like, what was the point of this title? Well, the point of this title was very simple. Are they doomed to fail? With the current rate people are going with this generation and going into the further generations, yeah, all consoles are doomed to fail at this point. With the overhyping, right? The misleading, and just the lies that go into hyping up these consoles. You gotta do is hyping up every single thing from an Xbox or a PlayStation. It's like, come on, just chill, relax. When it launches, and you'll see it for yourself. I never thought I would see so many people cling on to so many buzzwords with the damn the Xbox One and One X. I didn't think I'd see many people cling on to so many buzzwords, from the extra CPU cores. You know what I'm saying? From the DX12 integration, from the power of the cloud, from cloud. I mean, it's so many things, but that's what people are going to do. They're going to cling on to stuff. He says, Andy Hart, are you happy with the Pro? No, I don't have a PS4 Pro, bro. I have a regular PS4. Let's be fair, the 360 and PS3s were around too long. I do agree with that. They were around too long. They were around too long. And you look at this generation, well, some people say they were around a little too short. Constant generation cycles before last gen didn't last up to 5 years. Yeah, that's true. That's true. What's up, Eon Star? Only reason why last gen lasted so long was a bad economy. Facts. Facts. That is true. Economy was terrible. And for Sony to drop a $600 price on the console, that was, yeah, I don't know what they were thinking at the start. Microsoft, I mean, we know what Microsoft was thinking. What they went in for the kill. They saw an easy opportunity to take control of the living room. And lo and behold, they took over the living room for the majority of the gen. So, mid-gen refreshes next gen. Think of what happened. Yeah. That's a given, man. That's not going to be the last time we ever see mid-gen refreshes. You're going to see more of these. This is going to be a constant trend, especially with AMD just now coming out and saying that there's new motherboards that are taking advantage of Ryzen tech now. So there's new motherboards from Ryzen that have been announced. So yeah, it's going to have to happen every single. It's going to have to happen every few years with these consoles now. Probably every 3 or 4 years, you'll get a new beefier console versus the install one. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you're going to have the slim, which are going to be like the budget range ones, where they're going to like cut back features, or they're going to cut back some stuff to get that thing, slimmer and cheaper. Like for example, they did that with the PS4 when they got rid of. What was it for the PS4? I think they got rid of the display, or not display port, the optical audio port for the PlayStation 4, and they made it slimmer. So they're going to go down that route. It's just going to have to be like that. And Microsoft is going to follow that trend as well. What's up, Ice Queen Gaming? What's up, Ruben? What's going on? But that's what they're going to go through. That's exactly the trend they're going to go into. And that's why folks like me that have been around for pretty much our constant generation are excited for new hardware already. This time, I mean, yeah, I understand. I understand you're excited for it, but I think you understand where I'm coming from as well, where people overhype it. For example, somebody can say, "Oh, the PS5 is rumored to have 12 cores." You gotta do saying, see, it's a beast. It's going to be the most amazing thing ever. 12 cores. So in order to take advantage of 12 cores, it's got to have 24 memory sticks. See what I'm saying? That's the trend in this community. That's the trend. When people hear something small, something so small, they'll blow it up, make it seem like it's bigger than what it truly is.
May I interject?
Hey, you laughing, but it's the truth. Don't laugh at me, Forte. That's the truth. That's how y'all fools is.
May I interject?
Well, not you, but that's how people are in this community. Overhype the smallest stuff, and they cling on to the smallest stuff.
What up?
And they wonder why nobody, pays them no mind. That's exactly what they do. Exactly what they do. Hang on a second. I hear Carlos in here. Hold up. Turn my speakers on.
Yo.
There you go.
What's good, my peoples?
What's going on, Mr. Fernandez? What's going on?
Nothing much, man. Just chilling, trolling like a villain on Twitter.
Oh, I know. This guy's an Xbox worst nightmare on Twitter, from what I've been seeing. There's a lot of younger gamers out there that started with 360 and PS3, and that's all they know. But that's true. These dudes just got the X, and they're already begging for new content. Facts. I know.
What's up, Mr. Fonzarelli? How you doing, sir?
So, what you got to say on this particular situation where we're hyping up a new console over? We're hyping up a new console after we just got a new console, pretty much.
Just like everybody else, man. I'm just gonna wait till they announce whatever they're gonna announce, but I'm not really too overhyped for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not expecting too much because in reality, you gotta see it from a consumer standpoint, and Sony is gonna see it in that perspective. They're gonna look into making it as affordable as possible, but they're not gonna give up on performance.
Yeah,
that's what the emphasis.
I just look at it like this, man. Whenever somebody tries to overhype a console, and Jay Fond, this should automatically trigger inside your brain too, because I'm pretty sure it already does. And the same thing goes with Gaming Forte. When somebody tries to overhype a console, just hit them with this one true narrative that always plagues consoles. What plagues consoles at the end of the day? They're closed platforms. And when they're closed platforms, meaning it ain't going to be upgradable.
Yeah, pretty
much.
much.
What you see is what you get.
I mean, it is what it is, man. These consoles are close environment cases. They're not gonna have any detachable parts like a PC.
Yep.
They're just gonna be soldered, integrated GPUs right on the motherboard. So it's not gonna be what you call a substantial upgrade in terms of PC to console. It's not gonna be the same. It's gonna be a lot of parameters that they're gonna try to make sure to be more cost effective, but yet not give up too much performance.
Right.
I would invest in both in a, I don't know, probably like in a 8 to 12 gigabyte GPU, and then just do a 3.2 to 3.6, 3.7 gigahertz CPU, Ryzen CPU, and just call it a day. Just keep it as where you're not going to get too much compromises, but you're going to have an option of, putting options of graphic fidelity, meaning in the start menus, if you want a 30 frames per second mode, if you want a 60 frames per second mode, have those options available for the user.
Yep, facts. And to add on to what you just said, Fontarelli, I cannot agree with you more. That needs to be the target. It shouldn't be this whole 4K ultra settings type of thing with these next gen consoles. It should be 60 frames. That should be.
I mean, as far as like resolution scaling, for me, it really doesn't make a difference because you could play a 1080p at ultra settings, and you're not gonna notice much of a difference between that and 4K.
Right.
Really, it's really how everything is implemented within the game itself by the developer.
I wonder how long will it be though? Like how long? Like let's be real. Like everybody in the comments, I want everybody to like type in there too. How long do you think it will be before these consoles go from being closed platforms to open platforms, to where Sony and Microsoft will basically sell you the console, right? And you can take the lid off and you can add on their own specialized RAMs and whatnot to the console.
Maybe by the 8th or 9th gen, I'll see it as that because it's still too early. Yeah, ninth, like the 9th gen. But as far as like next year or the next is hardly, it's something that's not gonna be good for them in terms of marketing and sales strategy. They're gonna stick to the enclosed ecosystem because that's what sells for them. Now down the line, when people start, to actually to look more into technology and learning more about how the inner workings of a system, works, like they're gonna actually say, you know what? Matter of fact, let's just go down to the PC route and just
2030.
Yeah, man. I'm really thinking about that time as well, man.
2030.
Yeah, man. Because there's a lot of things that people don't understand right now. This gen for PC, it's gonna go to a level.
Dog, people are thinking
it's gonna be crazy.
PlayStation and Microsoft or whatever these consoles are making strides. They're not making strides,
bro. All I gotta say is this:
making the strides, man. They are just doing some crazy.
All I gotta say is this: this second gen, even the first gen Ryzen chips are retardedly in good performance, but the second gen and close to the third gen Ryzen chips is where
agreed
where the nook and cranny is gonna be at, and that's where the consoles are gonna be not so up to par.
Right,
next gen with this. You gotta understand, man. Nvidia is coming out with a freaking GPU that is beyond anything. They're talking about 20 teraflops of performance and above. That's nowhere near anything a console at this moment can touch. And for consoles to reach that high extent of level, yeah, you're gonna have to open up the ecosystem, and you're gonna have to do interchangeable parts within that console down the line. But we're only just talking. We're not saying that that's gonna happen. People don't take it as it's gonna happen or it's gonna be real. We're just talking about it and giving an insight to what the future holds in terms of productivity.
That's just, hey, you can't go wrong with that. I mean, that's the truth. Game Forte. I mean, he dropped the jewel. Gotta agree with him, man. End of the story is this: people just need to stop worshiping their preferred console and just play the games to be a fan of the product. That's it.
Man, I'm over that whole I'm a PS4 fanboy. All this
it's not. Well, he did say it's not for you. What if I told you though, Fonz? You don't really have to use the mouse and keyboard. You can just sync your controller to the PC.
Yeah, man, and more games are getting controller support via Steam, so it's not like you're gonna be left.
Like, it's crazy. I was
You're not gonna be left in the dark. Like eventually, PC is gonna take all those little, little things and turn it into something that's going to be incorporated into their system as well.
Yeah. And I actually experimented too. Like my first gameplay y'all saw was Max Payne. I was experimenting like crazy. I was using the mouse. That was funny as shit. But
nah, but it's fun. It's fun to play with the keyboard and mouse. Like you feel more. You have.
You don't like the entire. You don't like the experience. You said
no. I like.
Constantly have its issues, whether big or small. Yeah, sure. That is true. I will give you that. For example, something as small as like a driver being corrupted can cause problems. That's true. But
I mean, it's the same goes for consoles as well. You could have corrupted files on consoles.
Yeah, corrupted updates. Yeah.
Look at my PlayStation 2. Like I have a corrupted file from Metal Gear Solid 2 that I cannot. No, actually Shinobi, that I cannot get rid of.
Yeah.
I cannot get rid of for as much as I tried to go to the forums and see what solutions I could have for that.
Everybody remembers that dreaded red screen to death for the PS2.
Yeah, man. Everything. Not all ecosystems are created equally and perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, console it has its limitations in terms of graphical power and just.
Yeah, I heard about that 1180 Ti. I know Sick probably looking at like, damn, I wish I would have waited.
1180 Ti is gonna be the benchmark setter for years to come.
That's gonna be 8K. That's definitely their 8K placeholder, pretty much.
Yeah,
I'd rather wait for that to come down in price than get their kinks out. Though
I wouldn't count AMD out as much. They're going for a smaller nanometer based GPU, which means
they're cutting price.
They're gonna actually make a more sufficient GPU than Nvidia. Nvidia, I believe they're gonna try to go for like about a 7 nanometer GPU, as opposed to Nvidia. To AMD, who's gonna try to actually go for a 4 nanometer core, which is ridiculous, especially in terms of size and power. So they're cramming. They're building on the future. They're not building just to make people feel that, oh, you have to purchase this because it's the shit. No, they're gonna actually make.
He said mobile tech is still trash, though. I wouldn't say that though, big dog, because PUBG runs like a charm on cell phones,
and it runs at 60 frames per second.
It runs at 60
on the Razer phone.
Yeah, on a Razer phone, it runs at a lock 60.
No, above that. There was
above 60. Oh damn,
above. So there was one dude that actually did a benchmark on it, and it was running at 105 to 110 frames per second on a mobile phone.
I thought it was lock 60. Damn, so it was above 60. So shit. So basically, that's the experience I got. I was playing Rocket League. I was above 60, and I was just like, damn, shit.
Yo, you see the difference, and that's down the line eventually. Consoles are gonna go to that route.
Oh, question. What does Don Killamai know about Spider-Man? You ain't getting Spider-Man. We already know what you're getting. You're getting Gears of War.
He's getting Gears of War.
He ain't getting no Spider-Man.
He ain't got no PS4.
I don't even trust you to get Spider-Man.
Stop it, Don. You ain't got no PS4. You know you lying.
He ain't got no PS4 no more. He sold that.
Why you always lying?
What about Asus ROG phone?
Nah, the ROG phone is
I ain't see it. What does it look like?
Bro, that joint look like a beast. That's all like, I can say.
It's a gaming phone or something?
Yes, it's the same similar specs as the Riser phone, just a little bit slightly hot overclocked, and a better refresh rate in terms of.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
damn.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, might have to look into that, because last phone I actually wanted to get that was gaming related, I think it was that Xperia from Sony. Yeah,
but both the Razer and the AOG phone, dumb joints is like, yo, those are like really handheld PCs in your pocket.
Yeah, I'm playing.
Yeah, they said, yeah, Carlos Crispin, and shout out for the $2, man. Thank you for the support. Yeah, everybody kept saying that the X. I
Yeah.
mean, substantially, if you want to grade the X in terms of compatibility to in tiers, it's actually low to mid. It's not really mid to high because
Pretty much.
you don't have that mid to high performance from the X. I would base it like around maybe to a 2.7 to a 2.8 quad core CPU processor in terms of, processing power.
Mm-hmm.
GPU wise, RX 580, which is what I practically have in my rig, which is 1440p. And you can pretty much play at 1440p without no compromises. It doesn't take away nothing from the experience. But hey, not everybody's into the PC life. I've never been a PC guy from the beginning. I used to hate PC. I was always console. I was always, consoles this, consoles that. And then a couple of years back, my friend at my job, my old job, he actually got me into PC gaming. He had a Gateway XPS, not an XPS, but I think it was an XFX gaming laptop. And I played Gears of War on that PC, on that laptop, and it just blew my mind. I was just like, you know what?
Yeah. It's
just jumping.
the best way. Like, I can't. Well, technically, you can't even spoil the experience for PC. Like, they have to experience themselves, pretty much. Like,
yeah, I have to.
When you first boot up the game, you see how seamless and how fast it is. Of course, this depends on the rig. Of course, you know what I'm saying. If you have 16 gigs of RAM, you're gonna notice how fast it boots up. Obviously, I don't have just 16 gigs of RAM. I have an SSD, a M2 drive. So my M2 drive just boots everything up ridiculously fast. But still, you're going to notice everything from the experience and how seamless everything just, goes from the gameplay, from the response. You know what I'm saying? It's so seamless. It's so well done. So you'll notice it then. I can't spoil that for you with, talking about these consoles. But
because
man, I mean, I guess you can say PC has kind of spoiled me and Carlos.
I mean, in terms of graphic fidelity and performance, man.
Yeah, they basically spoiled us in that category. But that's what I kind of want for all console players. I want you to have that experience where you can have both. You don't necessarily have to choose between one or another. That's basically if you think about it, you're basically choosing between one or two presets on these consoles. One of which focus on graphical fidelity while sacrificing performance, or the other one might focus on performance and, give you a less graphical fidelity. Instead of just having it be both, where it's like a constant or a very even split between performance and visuals. That's how it really should be for consoles.
For next gen, I really would want to see a 1440p option where it stays at a locked 60. I don't want to hear about
ironically, that's what the Xbox One S could have been a monster at in terms of just like bringing in profit. They could have said 1440p 60.
Yo, and 2K resolution is not bad. A lot of people think that 4K resolution is like, it's you play a 1440p game at over 100 frames per second at ultra settings, you see the difference. You'll see where the performance is at on a PC. Yep. It could go the same way for a console at 60 frames per second. There shouldn't be many compromises, but like I said, not every ecosystem is perfect, and people just take it from my word, man. I used to be a heavy invested console guy. Like, I purchased every single generation of both Sony and Microsoft products. I have always been in that ecosystem. Once I got into PC gaming, it was just like, you know what? I like PC gaming more now because I can tweak whatever I want. If I want to put the draw distances to actually look more clearer,
you can do so.
I can do that. If I want to put the textures to a higher fidelity, I can do that. Right. There's so many different settings on the PC that can actually be incorporated to the next gen consoles.
Right.
But still keep the performance up to par. Don't try to say that, just like Microsoft's marketing gimmick, 4K 60. No. We can do 3 resolution scales. We can do 1080p.
Did I finish my PC setup? Yeah, I showed it to everybody on Twitter. Ironically, I did not get a chance to show it to you guys on YouTube. So I'll ask you guys this real quick. You guys want me to you guys want to see a video of the new rig on YouTube? You want me to upload it? I mean, I can upload that. I won't take nothing from me, really.
Yeah, man. You gotta show off the power of the.
If I want to see the new beast that'll be powering this channel, or that's powering the channel, let me know. I'll definitely show that off. But that particular beast that you guys saw, which was all over the place, I think really, pretty sure I just have it on Twitter. Hang on a second. Do me a favor, Carlos. Stall for me while I go to Twitter.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Let me see if I can find my tweet on.
Yeah, my people's and I mean, I have my plans as well. Like, I'm gonna try to actually upgrade my dual VESA mounted monitors. I currently have a 27-inch 1440p monitor and my old school Dell 22-inch 1080p monitor, both dual mounted onto the VESA mounts. But I'm thinking about doing a dual LG 4K HDR10 based monitors so I can game in 4K. That's where my whole perspective is at.
Okay, so I found it. Here it is. This is what I'm going to do. We're going to show this. Hopefully it comes out good for you guys on this. If not, I'm just going to have to upload it to YouTube. It's no big deal, though. It really is no big deal if I do this or not. So anyway, for those of you who want to see the new rig,
you got a piece of
a project. Well, I call it Project Snow, but obviously on Twitter, because I showed it on Twitter first, I call it Project Scum.
No, I call it Ebony and Ivory.
Yeah, there's the rig, and
that Galax, man, that Galax, man.
Yes. Okay. There you go. Hopefully this coming out pretty good for you guys on the screen.
Yeah, I can see it right now.
The inside. It looks good on yours?
Yeah, it looks good on my end.
Okay, cool. But that's what everything's looking like right now with the rig. That's everything is. For those of y'all want to know my specifications, let me know. I'll definitely tell you right now. But that's how everything's looking. It came out great, looks great, performs great. Performance is definitely there. Definitely a nice upgrade, a much needed upgrade. Well, really not even a much needed, but a more substantial upgrade over my my CyberPower PC that I had.
Actually, Legend Randy 1440p does scale pretty well on a 1440p on a 4K TV. It's just it depends on how.
I think I saw Half-Life 2 on Steam, but it was $20, Don. I think it was $20.
Half-Life 2? Nah, I bought that joint for like about $6, man.
Is it still on $6? Because like some of the games I've been looking at went up like $20. Like for example, you know, Alien Isolation?
Yeah.
$30.
Oh nah, I haven't.
I'm like, nah, we ain't doing that.
I usually just wait for the Steam sales, bro.
That's what I went. What was the Steam sale?
I think the Steam sale was probably for like this whole summer, probably until like mid-August.
Okay, so well, that shit ain't on the sale because that motherfucker is $30. You can't even buy it separately without the DLC. So I was like, yeah,
I'm surprised, man. I'm really surprised. It's usually
what I'm about to say, yeah, but that's what the rig's looking like in terms of the everything's going. As far as me playing Half-Life, I'll look into it if I can get it. I gotta look at the price of that. I'll definitely copy it. I've been buying a lot of stuff on PC. I gotta get a new headset for PC. I do plan on doing a few other things, but yeah. But as far as my rig, if now for those of you that are looking at my rig now, from what you just saw in the stream to what I used to rock, like if you look at my old video, from going from the CyberPower PC to the new one that I built my own hands, I can tell you right now, you can still get a good experience out of PC gaming even when it's pre-built. It's just the problem with a lot of these pre-builts is they cheap out somewhere. That's all. You know what I'm saying? You just got to see where they cheaped out at. And most likely it's the power supply or something else, so, or a motherboard. But, you know, that's pretty much it. I had a good experience, though. It's not bad whatsoever.
Let me just show a little people a little bit of my little screen menu, just so y'all can see how my screen menu looks like.
Let me present that. There you go.
So pretty much these are all the stuff that I have installed already. As you can see, Need for Speed Most Wanted.
You got like two hard drives though, don't you?
I got a 4 terabyte, 2 500s, and about 20 gigs of RAM.
Yeah, I had to wipe everything because I found the culprit of my problems, but I had to wipe everything.
And as you can see right here, like you see people.
I'll get him.
Other one. What's the other one? Wait. Where's Rise? Oh, I have Sea of Thieves here as well. Recore. The whole Crisis collection already because I already downloaded.
Yeah, there we go.
Batman Arkham. I mean, it's a lot of things.
You want to hear something absurd with PC though? You know, a Hitman Absolution.
Yeah,
I wanted $20 for that.
Nah, man, not worth
it. That's one of the worst installments in Hitman. I mean, don't get me wrong, I actually enjoyed it a little bit, but
nah, man, that drink got to go down in price, man.
He has mods and modding. Yeah, they do. They're pretty good, pretty substantial mods and modding. Not nothing that breaks the experience or anything like that, but very nice modding. Okay. He said you have Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Yeah, I got the 2013
God of games. What's going on?
I got the 2013 version of Need for Speed Most Wanted, not the original one for the 360.
Mm-hmm.
I had it on my 360, but unfortunately that disc went to Kingdom Come. So, but I do have Need for Speed Most Wanted, Need for Speed Undercover, Rivals, and the recent one that just came out, which is Payback. I actually have the Saboteur downloaded as well.
Mm-hmm.
Fortnite, Hunt, Showdown, Street.
Now on you said $6 now. It wasn't $6 on Steam when I was looking at it. I might have to look at it now, and then hopefully it went down. Ice Cream Gaming, sorry, not been around lately. Run. Hey, I understand. I understand you had a big loss. Everybody, shout out to Ice Queen Gaming, aka Dawn. If you guys don't know who that is, that's Ice King's wife there, and he passed away recently. So shout out to her and shout out to him. But yeah, shout out to both of them.
Actually, Lobo, I have Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2, but those I have it on for my PS2, and I play those once in a while.
Oh, he said, which GPU should I get? Ryzen 7 1700 setup, AMD RX 580 GB, 1080 Ti 11 GB, or the AMD R9 Fury 4. You better off going with NVIDIA and getting that 1080, bro.
That, or you just go based upon your budget, because
true, because there are equivalents on the budget side. Like, for example, if you got the mini builds, they do have mini 1070s and 1080s.
Yeah, and those are a little bit more, and they perform just like the full-size graphics cards.
Yeah, I think some features are locked behind those, though. That's all.
Yeah, but the 1080 Mini Ti, it actually overclocks just as good, if not as better, than the actual full-size card.
Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, I know it's late. I know we weren't really live earlier today, but I had some problems I had to fix. I've been running into a few problems, so I stopped my videos a bit, but I'm glad I got those fixed. Shout out to this man right here, Carlos. He helped the brother out, fix those issues, and we're back in business. So for the RHD podcast, we will most likely be back next week. So we'll see you guys next week, I promise, in all our glory. Shout out to everybody that was here. For those of you that might watch this later on, I appreciate y'all. Definitely hit that like button. For those of you that are already here, if you enjoyed the stream, I do appreciate it. And as far as everything else is concerned, yeah, man, just keep it gaming. Shout out to Jay Fon, shout out to Game Forte, Spectres, and shout out to everybody else, man. Shout out to Craig Harris, everybody who might see this later. And also shout out to Taylan for Princess. Keep your head up.
Man, y'all show support to the sisters, man.
Yeah, show some support to everybody. And of course, I can't forget Luca. Shout out to Ash and Luca. So shout out to everybody, man. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you guys later on. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be easy. We out of here. Deuces.
Deuces, people.